Welcome, everyone. Welcome. We have Teresa Elias here, and most of you know her. Most of you have seen her around at convention. She's the executive director of digital and brand strategy. And we are both in our warm and cozy sweaters right now because the holidays are close.
Yep.
November 1st, our holiday gift guide comes out, and it is packed with amazing sales. It is packed with amazing promotions, ideas, and it's just gorgeous with the pictures. And it's right around the corner. November 1st is going to be here before we know it. Teresa is going to walk you guys through how to share it and make sure you guys are earning credit. It's a little bit different than just an everyday promotion because it's a whole catalog and they've worked so hard on it throughout the year. So we want to make sure you really understand it. And Teresa is the best one to walk you through step-by-step instructions. So Teresa, please share with the field all these great ideas that you had at 5 a.m. while you were bike riding and ready to go now in our cozy winter wear. So I'm going to turn it over to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that intro, Stephanie. And hi, everybody. We are so excited about the holiday gift guide every single year. And I am really excited to share with you, like Stephanie said, some of the ideas that I had at very early this morning. But also just, to remind you about some of the amazing tools and resources that we have for you. And also some of the items that we have tied to the Start Something campaign, which I'm really excited about. And I've seen some amazing content coming from all of you on social media. So there are a lot of tie-ins for you to take advantage of along with the holiday gift guide that Stephanie mentioned is coming out. I think, if I am not mistaken, November 1st is like next week. So we were talking about some things just even internally, and Thanksgiving is right around the corner as well. And then you're into Christmas, which is just crazy. And so we are just going to look at some of these slides. So I just want to make sure that you guys can see this. Okay, great. So I just want to briefly kind of go over what we're going to talk about today. And whenever I have a chance to talk to you guys, I have so much to share. The first thing we'll talk about is if you just remember one thing, if you're just going to remember one thing from this broadcast, that's the first thing we're going to talk about. The second thing, we're going to go over the ideal social sales funnel. So why that one thing is important. We're going to go over top tips, some leverage points that all of you guys have to take advantage of the holiday gift guide and all of the digital tools that we have available for you. Some of the things to consider with when you're sharing. These were some of the ideas that I had this morning. And of course, the resources that we have for you available on the hub. So if you only remember one thing from this broadcast, and if you're only going to tell your team one thing, put your personalusana.com website in your social media bios. That is the one thing. Seems super easy, right? Super simple, super easy to remember. Why do you want to do this? This completes the sales funnel. Anything that you're putting out on your social sites, if people want to buy from you, if they want to buy from your team members or anything like that, your personalusana.com website is the connection point between the content that you're sharing and making those sales. So if you haven't already set up your personalusana.com website, you can do that in the hub under my account. You can go to your website settings, set that up. It just takes a couple minutes, and then put your website in all of your bios. That's your connection point. And this is especially true with the holiday gift guide. The reason for that is because the holiday gift guide itself is actually going to be on your personalusana.com website in an ad form. There's going to be 2 ads on usana.com, which is on your personal website. One of those ads is going to link your customers directly to the current promotions that are in the catalog. So if one of your customers just want to see They want to see the promotions. They can go to your website, go to the promotions, buy, you're done. You've done your job. The second ad is going to send them to what Stephanie was talking about, the actual guide itself. When they click on the ad on your website, they will go to the guide. They can flip through the pages digitally. They can see all of the beautiful photos. They can read the content. They'll see the promotions. They'll be able to click on the promotions in the guide, and that will take them back to your shopping cart. But that only happens if they've hit your website first. So again, complete the sales funnel and make sure that you're putting your personalusana.com website in all your social media bios. And if you want to share the holiday gift guide, you want to share your personalusana.com website. All right. So now that we're clear with that, this is the sales funnel. So as we talked about, the content that you're sharing on all of your social media is the beginning point of the sales funnel. But putting your personalusana.com website or the share links or the share lists with that content connects your customers to usana.com and to the products that they're going to buy. So this completes the sales funnel. So just keep this in mind as you're sharing the holiday gift guide, as you're sharing your Start Something, as you're sharing Live USANA content, as you're sharing USANA Inc. content and all of that. You want to complete that sales funnel. If you're sharing your favorite USANA products, but you're not sharing the share links and the share lists and your personalusana.com website to complete that sales funnel, you're breaking that connection for your customers. All right, so let's go over just really quick the top tips, okay? So number one, you're putting your usana.com website in your social media bios. Number two, you're going to follow the hashtags, Start Something and Live USANA. Why do you want to follow the hashtags? The hashtags are creating that community online so you can see what other people are posting. You can get ideas, you can reshare that content. It's a really great place to create that community. And you're going to want to follow and make sure that you're turning on notifications for all of USANA's platforms. So USANA Inc., USANA Athletes, amazing content that you can share. Tel Aviv Official, and also like USANA USA. All of these platforms, make sure you're turning on notifications because then you see what they post almost instantly. You can reshare that content and making sure that you're connecting whatever that content is back to your share links and share lists. So this video here shows what that complete conversion funnel that we just talked about, what that looks like. So just really quick, this is one of my Start Something posts, then clicking to usana.com, completing that funnel. A potential customer clicks on the Start Something ad. It goes to the Start Something conversion page, and then they see all of this Start Something content, and then they can click and buy. That's a completion of the funnel. So make sure that you're also sharing consistently. So whatever that looks like for you and your team members, right? Are you posting once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, whatever it is for you, whatever works. It could be a personal Start Something message. It could be a product promotion, like with the holiday gift guide. How often are you posting those messages? If you don't want to post a personal message once, twice, or 3 times a week, you can also reshare the corporate USANA content, but making sure that you're linking to your personalusana.com website. And then you can also reshare content that you like from the hashtags. So your go-to sales tools here, again, your personalusana.com website is first. The share links are second. That's sharing individual products. So you can see at the bottom of the page here, this is what the share link buttons look like. They're all over the site. My other favorite tip here is sharing category pages. So this short video here shows what sharing a category page looks like all through your phone. This is on a browser. So you go into your shop page and you go to your shop products and you find a category of products that you want to share. So here I'm going to the shop by body benefit category page, and I want to share the healthy energy page. This is already a lot of products that I already want to share. I don't have to think through what I want to share. It's just already categorized. There's a link at the very top of the page, and I can share this content, and all I have to do is to create a post about it. The great thing about Instagram in particular is that now in your story, you can share a direct link in your story. So you can send people directly to the content. And you'll be able to do this with the current promotions page once the holiday gift guide goes live. You can share all of the promotions with the holiday gift guide with just one link. So it makes things really easy. All right, so how can you leverage these tools even more? So like I said, creating a consistent posting schedule with yourself and also with your team, making sure that you're doing the same things to leverage that. The second thing that you want to do, make sure throughout this kind of sharing period with the holiday gift guide, you're monitoring your default business placement settings. So as sales are coming in, you want to make sure, are these sales coming in on the left or the right side of my business centers that I want to maximize? So where can you do this? If you download the Hub app, you can make sure that you're doing this. So in your Hub app, at the very top, it says your estimated CVP. If you click on that number, it will show you your volume report. Of course, mine's 0 because I'm not an actual associate. And then it will have this button here that has your default placement. You can click on that and you can easily change your default placement. You can change it to wherever you want, the left, the right side, and you're done. So make sure that you're monitoring that as your sales are coming in so you can maximize how you're matching your volume. This is especially important for any new team members that you have to make sure that they're getting the most out of their sales and their efforts. So number 3, the order history report. This report is available for free. So if you already have existing customers, you can use the order history report in 2 ways. You can use it for outreach about the holiday gift guide in terms of letting your existing customer base know, hey, like the holiday gift guide is here. Make sure to check out the latest promotions. And if you're reaching out to them, make sure that you're including what? A link to your personalusana.com website, or you can also include a link directly to the promotions using the category share link. Make sure that you're making it easy for your customers to buy. You can also use the order history report as a follow-up mechanism for people who have purchased from you and thank them for their order and make sure that you're letting them know, here are the current promotions based on what you've ordered previously. So this last one is for those of you who maybe you have larger teams underneath you, but you haven't gotten the Business Accelerator Suite. So I understand that the Business Accelerator Suite is a bit of an investment. It's $19.95 a month. But with the holiday gift guide as a resource and a tool, you might consider making an investment for the next month with the Business Accelerator Suite for 2 main reasons. And here are my top 2 with the Business Accelerator Suite. First of all, you can use it with an email strategy for your customers. So in addition to what the order history report gives you to follow up with email, it does give you email information and phone number information, but Business Accelerator Suite gives you access to a USANA email account, and you can batch email groups of people based on the information that you give into the report. So you could send out a batch email and say, hey, all of my customers over the last 6 months, check out the new promotions. and it makes it super easy and simple. And you could send out an email like every 2 weeks or whatever you want to do. Or here's the promotion this week. Here's the promotion this week. You could send it out every Monday or whatever you wanted to do. So Business Accelerator Suite makes an email strategy way easier and way simpler. So that would be my number one. Number two, with Business Accelerator Suite, there's a report in Business Accelerator Suite it's called the sponsorship report. And it tells you who your team members are and all of your customers. So again, you can use it strategically for team communication. If you have a larger team, I would suggest that if you want something strategic around the holiday gift guide and the promotions, this could be a place where you invest for 1 month in the Business Accelerator Suite to use it for email communication to your team. Hey team, this week we're going to push the holiday gift guide on Instagram. Make sure that you're using your links to do this. We're going to push the current promotions, use your share links, do this and this and this. So just something to consider to leverage this campaign. All right. These are my 5 a.m. thoughts. So just take that with a grain of salt. All right. So I was having this conversation with a coworker and I was thinking about it more this morning. And I really think that this is something that could be useful. It's this need versus want mentality. I think that we've been shifting our mindset about working out and exercise a lot. I've seen this a lot with online in terms of working out. Like, you don't need to work out, you want to work out for your body. And I think we haven't quite made that shift to nutrition yet. And so this is something that you could potentially use in your communications to potential customers when it comes to nutrition and when it comes to supplementation and vitamins. I don't need to take supplements. I want to take supplements because it makes me a stronger person. It helps me have more energy. I want to give my cells the nutrients that they need to be their best. Does that make sense? Like, I just feel like we haven't had that conversation yet of need versus want. And when we use the want language, I just feel like that's so much stronger and that comes from a stronger place than you need this. Want gives us more power, I feel like. There's this other mentality, again, like with the working out item, like the working out analogy. With the business side, if you are looking to have more business focused conversations over the next 2 months, I wonder if you could consider a different way of framing the business opportunity, to more framing it to more of a share and earn versus using the language of business opportunity, entrepreneur, part-time, full-time, those types of words. And here's kind of the reasoning behind that. Imagine you went to a trainer at the gym and your goal is just to lose a few pounds, but you're talking to the trainer and the trainer is saying, I'm going to make you an athlete. Like, I'm going to send you to the Olympics. And you're like, well, that's not what I want. I don't want to go to the Olympics. Like, I just want to lose a few pounds. Like, that is not my goal. That's not even in the realm of possibility. Like, that seems overwhelming. That is way too much work. I already have a job. I don't want more work. That is way too much. Like, I'm not into that. I think when you look at the statistics, the majority of people who get into direct sales already have a full-time job. They're more likely busy parents who just want to earn an additional income. Having some of those very heavy words of business, opportunity, entrepreneur can be really scary for someone who just wants to earn a little bit more money. So, maybe consider shifting the business mindset to more of like, hey, like, would you be interested in maybe earning a little more income to support, you know, buying a few more gifts for your family? Like, all you have to do is share and earn. Like with USANA, like you can do that. The share links and the website and everything make things super easy. You can just share online. It only takes a few minutes a day, like, and it's very passive. Like, you don't have to go out and talk to people if you don't want to, like that kind of thing. Like, making sure that people have options. It's just something to consider. I'd be interested to hear what you guys think about that. The third thing that I was thinking about a lot is like, what is your authentic message, both on the business side and on the product side? So what does that look like for you? So for me, I've been thinking a lot lately about how, like, I consider my body my home. And the reason for that is that I did a lot of traveling over the last quarter, and everywhere I went, like, you're still you still have the same body that you have to live in. And I've been thinking about that a ton lately. And I just feel like, you have to take care of your home, and literally, like, your body is the home that you will have for your entire life. And that really has shifted my mental perspective about how I take care of myself. And I think it's important for all of us to kind of figure out, like, what is the authentic message that we have to share with others, so that we are coming from a place of authenticity when we're talking about the products. And then the fourth thing that kind of goes along with that is the personalized and honest recommendations. So I had dinner several months ago with some of the future leaders, and they were asking me about the products that I take, and they were asking me about, like, well, what's your favorite Nutrimeal flavor? And I was like, oh, I actually don't take the Nutrimeal. And they were like, oh my gosh, like, you can't say that. And I was like, well, let's talk about it. I know what my base caloric intake needs to be. It's about 1,300 calories. I'm very small. I work out a lot, and I'm a vegetarian. I need a lot of protein to maintain my workouts, and I need something that's very low in calories. I take multiple supplements a day from USANA. I use tons of the Celavive products, and I eat the peanut butter bar every single day. But I don't take every single product. And I think it's important for us to be honest with the people that we're talking with, and be able to say, here are the products that I recommend for these types of people. Here's who should take this, and here's who this is good for, and here's who this isn't good for. I would love to see more of that content on social media, where we present a product and we say, the green check marks of, like, here's who this is good for, and here's who this isn't good for. Not every product is good for everyone. And I think that's important, and that gives more credibility to you as a USANA representative. And it helps the potential customer that you're talking to understand which products are going to be good for them and which products are not going to be a good fit for them. So that's something to consider, as well as you see the specials with the holiday gift guide. Help your potential customer understand, like, oh, this is meant for me. Oh, this one is not meant for me. They need help understanding which packs are really going to be beneficial for them and their families. All right. And then the final thing, I feel like I always just love talking to you guys. I have so many thoughts and ideas about everything. So I'm sorry. There's so much. Okay. The last thing. So consider your rank, and then also your team members' ranks when suggesting behaviors and activity levels. So again, like, this is kind of where people are in their kind of spectrum of their USANA journey. Not everyone is going to do everything or feel comfortable doing everything, and that's totally okay. So if you're between a sharer and an achiever, really the main thing to focus on is consistently sharing the products, and getting used to sharing your personal content and USANA content with the share links and your personal USANA.com website. this is great. In between director, bronze director, and silver director, you can add to this sharing kind of that share and earn message into your content. I think that's great at that level. You want to continue to like find people who are kind of interested in that overall message of like earning a little bit more income. And then at the gold and above level, this is where you're really trying to follow up with people and get that retention into your overall structure of customers and team members as well. And so that's where you're building in more of that leadership component. So it's really, depending on where you're at, you're going to have different things that you're working on. All right, so finally, kind of understanding what resources we have available. There's a ton of resources on the hub, as you know. In our training section, we have information about the Start Something campaign. There's also additional resources about social selling. And then there's above and beyond, there's also a social media mastery section as well. And then there's all of the business building tools that we've already talked about. So with USANA social media, you want to use that as a tool to reshare content that's already been created. Again, in the media center, there's tons of assets to share. You can use the share links to acquire customers. You can use the order history report to help retain your existing customers, and also what we call win back customers who maybe haven't purchased in a while. And then as we talked about with the Business Accelerator Suite, if you purchase that for just the next month or two, the sponsorship report is there's a ton of really great reports in Business Accelerator Suite. So I encourage you to take a look. But the sponsorship report in particular is amazing for communication, both to your existing customers and to your existing team members, to make sure that you're building a strategy that people can utilize to take advantage of all of the tools and resources that we have available. All right, so that is everything that I have for you guys. I feel like I always take up so much time. I feel so bad. But the holiday gift guide comes out, I believe, on November 1st, which is next week. And we're very excited, obviously. If there are any questions in the Facebook group, I will go and take a look after I jump off of this call. And like I said, I am just really excited about all the content that I see you guys producing online. And I will continue to follow as many of you guys as possible on social media. I'm not really on Facebook all that much, but I am on Instagram. I post all my workouts and do my best to be consistent with that. And so if you guys want to follow along with me, download the Sweat Deck app. It's free. And yeah, let's stay healthy and fit this winter. And yeah, it's great to be here with you guys, and I love talking to you, and I hope that I see you guys all soon. So thanks so much for taking the time to be here with me, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks so much.